Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details.
Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT +1. That is 11 a.m. GMT +1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk. The whole truth.
To 15.7 trillion naira at the end of December 2019.
Senior Democrats have responded by accusing of committing a gross offense.
The All Progressives Congress has vowed to punish the Osun State Governor Ibikule Amosu.
Welcome to Celebration Television News Desk. I am Belly Squetta, and thanks for joining us today. Now, on the news making the rounds, Lagos State discharges 17 COVID-19 patients. Cameroon President delivers first coronavirus speech. NHS leaders warn that time is running out on track and trace. NNPC reduced depot price to remain competitive, says operators. And Ajax Feyenoord interest delights HOSANNA. Stay with us as we bring to you the details of the news after the break. Welcome back. Now the news in full. Lagos State discharges 17 COVID-19 patients. Lagos State has discharged 17 more patients undergoing treatment for coronavirus at isolation centers in the state. The state's Ministry of Health made this known via its Twitter handle. It said that the patients were discharged after testing negative twice for the virus. The Health Ministry said those discharged comprised of 6 females and 11 males. It said 17 COVID-19 Lagos patients, 6 females and 11 males, all Nigerians, have been discharged from the Yaba, Bagada and Lut isolation facilities to reunite with the society. The patients, 7 from mainland infectious disease hospital Yaba, 6 from Lut and 4 from Bagada isolation centers were discharged having fully recovered and tested negative to COVID-19 in 2 consecutive readings. This brings to 649 the number of discharge cases in Lagos. And now moving forward, Governor of Osun State inaugurates isolation center. Governor Adegboyega Oyetola of Osun State inaugurated a 160-bed isolation center located in Mercyland Hospital, Oshogbo. The isolation center was renovated and equipped by Coalition Against COVID-19. In his remarks at the event, Oyetola commended the Coalition Against COVID for funding the renovation of the health facility and for donating equipments, consumables, and 100 beds, saying the state government added only 60 beds to the one provided by the body. Oyetola then appealed to other well-meaning citizens of the state to support his administration in its effort to combat the coronavirus, urging them to comply with the rules and regulations. He maintained that the facility would serve as an addition to the government's other initiatives in containing the spread of the virus. He added that the government had renovated and equipped 3 other isolation centers, which include the 130-bed facility in Ejigbo, 12-bed capacity in Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, a 20-bed isolation center, and 8-bed intensive care unit at the State Specialist Hospital in Asubiaro, Oshogbo. And on other stories, Governor of Cross River State lifts suspension on religious gatherings. Governor Ben Ayade of Cross River State has lifted the suspension on public religious worship in the state. The order lifted the suspension in the state, which will take effect from Sunday, May 24th, was contained in a statement signed by Mr. Christian Ita, Special Advisor on Media and Publicity to the Governor. Ayade said, conscious of the spiritual economy and its response to appeals by the religious leaders in the state, lifting the suspension on public worship became necessary. Ayade thanked Christians and various denominations and the entire Muslim community for their support and cooperation during the period of suspension of public worship in the state in the wake of COVID-19 outbreak. He added that their understanding and cooperation of religious leaders contributed immensely in keeping the state COVID-19 free thus far. And on the news coming from around Africa, Cameroon President delivers first coronavirus speech. Cameroon's 87-year-old President Paul Biya has made a televised address to his people, ending more than 2 months of silence as the Central African nation dealt with the coronavirus crisis. Biya's long silence was for supporters a sign of gravitas, but for critics one of failure. Biya urged people to respect measures taken by the government, such as the obligatory wearing of masks. He also asked them not to give in to panic and not to believe false information put out on social media networks. He last spoke on to the nation on March 5th, although Cameroon had recorded 3,500 cases, including 140 deaths, and has been hit hard by the virus than any most sub-Saharan African countries. And now speculations about his death even circulated on the internet in late April, and the government was moved to put out a denial. In his 37th year in power, Cameroonians have become accustomed to Biya's long absences, mainly because of poor health. But his silence over the pandemic raised numerous questions for a leader who has overseen many crises since he took power in 1982. He posed for the cameras after talks with the US ambassador on March 11 and again after meeting with the French envoy. His subsequent absence from public view saw the opposition question his role. Main opposition leader Maurice Kamto, the runner-up to Biya in 2018 elections, said he had launched proceedings for the Constitutional Council to declare the presidency vacant. And still from around Africa, Tanzania President rejects virus lockdown. At the time when countries have imposed and are easing lockdowns in the fight against COVID-19, Tanzanian President John Magufuli insists that there will be no such thing as lockdown in the East African nation. During an address to a church congregation, Magufuli stressed that when the neighbors are done with their lockdowns, they could still come for help with food. Magufuli said hospitals in the country showed a growing trend of recoveries and promised to open more public places such as schools and universities. Magufuli's government has been criticized for a lack of transparency regarding the toll that COVID-19 has taken, with the last official update on the April 29 listing 480 cases. According to the WHO, however, Tanzania has recorded 509 cases, 21 deaths, and 183 recoveries. Meanwhile, the Civil Aviation Authority announced that all restrictions on air travel has been lifted, paving the way for passengers' flights to begin operations. The Health Ministry has also said incoming travelers will only be screened at the point of entry and not subjected to quarantine. Tourism is Tanzania's second highest employer after agriculture. The sector was impacted heavily by the virus disruption. And right now we go on a break. When we come back from that break, we'll get news updates from the UK. Stay with us.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details.
Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT+1, that is 11 a.m. GMT+1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth.
Coronavirus is an infectious disease, one which can be spread from person to person.
However, you can protect yourself, the people around you, and help prevent spreading the virus to others if only you
Wash your hands regularly for 20 seconds with soap and water or an alcoholic-based hand rub or sanitizer.
Clean and disinfect surfaces. Cover your nose and mouth with a disposable tissue or flex elbow when you cough or sneeze.
Practice social distancing. Avoid close contact, that is 1 meter or 3 feet, with people who are unwell.
stay home and self-isolate from others in the household if you feel unwell.
Don't touch your eyes, nose or mouth with your hands, whether clean or not.
You only need to stay in the comfort of your home.
As Celebration TV brings to you life-transforming,
Destiny empowering.
And spirit-uplifted programs for your viewing pleasure.
Together we can save lives and cut down the spread of coronavirus.
This message is brought to you by Celebration TV, revealing Jesus, releasing destinies.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi
and the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details.
Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT+1, that is 11 a.m. GMT+1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth.
Welcome back now on news updates from the United Kingdom. NHS leaders warn that time is running out on track and trace. Time is running out to finalize a track and trace strategy that will avoid a potential second surge in coronavirus cases, the NHS leaders have said. The NHS Confederation warned of severe consequences to staff and patients if the right system was not established quickly. It said lockdown measures should not be eased until a clear plan was in place. It follows the Prime Minister's pledge to introduce a world-beating contact tracing system in England from June. Contact tracing identifies those who may have come in contact with an infected person so that they can avoid potentially passing the disease on. Neil Dixon, Chief Executive of the Confederation, which represents health and care leaders, welcomed Boris Johnson's pledge made at the Prime Minister's questions. But in a letter to the Health Secretary, Matt Hancock, Mr. Dixon said without a clear strategy, the UK was at a greater risk of a second peak of the virus. And now more updates from Greece. Greece will reopen tourism season in June, the Prime Minister said. The Greek tourist season will kick off next month with international charter flights to popular locations resuming in July, the Prime Minister said. Kyriakos Mitsotakis said the tourism period begins on the 15th of June when seasonal hotels can reopen. The coronavirus pandemic threatens to ruin Greece's tourism industry, which is vital to the country's economy. The Greek announcement came as the European Union tourism ministers agreed to do whatever it takes for the quick and full recovery of European tourism. As restrictions aim at minimizing the spread of the virus and gradually easing across Europe, Mr. Mitsotakis said that Greece had shown by its handling of the crisis that it was a passport of safety, credibility and health. Greece has been praised for its handling of the pandemic, recording 166 coronavirus-related deaths and 2,850 confirmed cases. To encourage tourism, Greece is also making travel cheaper by temporarily reducing value-added tax on all transport, flight, bus journey and rail travel to 13% from 24%. The popular Mediterranean destination will also offer a sample coronavirus test to incoming tourists, although it is not clear if these will be made available to all. All right, now on business news, NNPC reduced depot price to remain competitive, says operators. The recent reduction in the ex-depot price of petrol by Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation was to keep the oil firm competitive following the commencement of petrol imports by private marketers, industry operations said. It was learned that the corporation had abundant stock and it had crashed an export price in order not to lose its consumers. And more dealers began to the importation of petrol, and reports had it that the Petroleum Products Pricing Regulatory Agency had issued permit to private marketers to join the NNPC in the importation of petrol. And now, for more than 2 years, the NNPC served as the sole importer of petrol into Nigeria before the downstream sector was officially liberalized. Officials at the Abuja headquarters of the PPPRA and oil marketers said the national oil firms decided to cut down its ex-depot price because the cost of petrol might crash once again. Products and other marketers begin to hit the market. They said that although the reduction that had not caused a corresponding crash in the pump price of petrol, the cost of the commodity at filling stations might drop by the next month. And still on another business news, stock market advances with 130 billion naira. Nigerian equity markets maintain positive sentiments for the third trading session as the key market performance measures, the NSE, the ASI, and market capitalization further grew by 1.03% each. The market breach closed positive as numbers of gainers at the close of the trading session was 37, while decliners closed at only 5. Consequently, all the share index rose by 249.3 basis points to close at 24,452 index points as against 24,202 recorded the previous day, while market capitalizations of equities appreciated by 130 billion naira to close higher at 12.7 trillion naira from 12.6 trillion naira as market sentiments remained on the green territory. A turnover of 436.8 million shares in 5,198 deals was recorded in a day's trading. Premium subsector was the most active with 209 million shares exchanged by investors in 2,295 deals. Volumes in the subsector was driven by activists in the shares of Access Bank PLC and Zenith Bank PLC. Banking subsector boosted by the activity in the shares of the GT Bank PLC, and EcoBank PLC followed with a turnover of 58.24 million shares in 658 deals. And after the break, we are coming for news from the world of sport. Don't go anywhere. We are coming back.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Marks.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details.
Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT+1, that is 11 a.m. GMT+1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth.
Welcome to Coronavirus is an infectious disease, one which can be spread from person to person.
However, you can protect yourself, the people around you, and help prevent spreading the virus to others if only you
Wash your hands regularly for 20 seconds with soap and water or an alcoholic-based hand rub or sanitizer.
Clean and disinfect surfaces. Cover your nose and mouth with a disposable tissue or flex elbow when you cough or sneeze.
Practice social distancing. Avoid close contact, that is 1 meter or 3 feet, with people who are unwell.
stay home and self-isolate from others in the household if you feel unwell.
Don't touch your eyes, nose or mouth with your hands, whether clean or not.
You only need to stay in the comfort of your home.
As Celebration TV brings to you life-transforming,
Destiny-empowering.
And spirit-uplifted programs for your viewing pleasure.
Together we can save lives and cut down the spread of coronavirus.
This message is brought to you by Celebration TV, revealing Jesus, releasing destinies.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Marks.
and the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details.
Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT+1, that is 11 a.m. GMT+1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth.
Welcome back, and now on news from the world of sports. Ajax Feyenoord interest delights Ejuke. CS Heerenveen forward Chidera Ejuke says he is delighted with the rivalry between Dutch giants Ajax and Feyenoord over his signature in the summer. Ejuke, who is likely to quit the Super Friesens when the transfer window opens, admitted that any decision on a possible move will be made by him and the club. Though no official bid has been made, Feyenoord are believed to be ahead of Ajax in the race for the signature of the highly talented winger, having made contact with the players' representatives. Reacting to the interest from the two clubs, the 22-year-old says he loves the competition. Ejuke was one of the stars players at the Heerenveen last season, scoring 10 goals and recording 6 assists from 29 matches before the league was cancelled in April due to the coronavirus pandemic. And now moving forward in another sports news, Manuel Neuer signs a new Bayern deal. Germany goalkeeper Manuel Neuer has signed a new deal with Bayern Munich that ties him to the club until 2023, the Bundesliga champion said. The announcement ends weeks of speculation over the Bayern captain's future, with widespread reports that talks between player and club had hit the rocks. Last month, the Bild Daily reported that Neuer and his agent Thomas Kroth were demanding a 5-year deal with a salary of 20 million euros, that is $22 million per season. Neuer had revealed his irritation both at the status of talks and the deals were being leaked to the media. A World Cup winner in 2014 with Germany, Neuer joined Bayern from Schalke in 2011 and has won almost everything with the Bavarian Giants. With 7 Bundesliga titles, 5 German Cups, and the 2013 Champions League to his name, the 34-year-old is on course to win his 8th league crown with Bayern after winning 2-0 at Union Berlin on Sunday that maintained his team's 4-point lead at the top of the table at the Bundesliga, became the first major European league to return from the coronavirus shutdown. And that's what we have for you today on Celebration Television News Desk. If you're just joining us right now, here is the recap of the news making the headlines. Lagos State discharged 17 COVID-19 patients. Cameroon President delivers first coronavirus speech. NHS leaders warn that time is running out on track and trace. NNPC reduced depot price to remain competitive, says operators. And Ajax Feyenoord interest delights Ejuke. And today on our photo of the day, it says, when I do good, no one cares. When I do bad, everyone sees. We all know that this is a problem of life. There is a tendency to always be quick to notice negative things and ignore good things. So, we must learn to appreciate good things. We must learn to commend and to encourage somebody or someone when he or she does something that is good. So you can tell us your views on the photo of the day for today on our social media platforms. On Facebook we are Celebration TV, on Instagram we are My Celebration TV, on Twitter we are at My Celebration TV, and on YouTube it is www.youtube.com/Celebration TV. Now, don't forget that the continuous transformation of our society is a collective responsibility of all. No matter the office you hold as a nation's president, a thought leader, an opinion molder, a character builder, a professional, or a person pursuing passion, you have a duty to give your all to making the society a better place for us and the generations to come. Play your part and do it with all diligence. I am Bellis Quetta. Thanks for watching the news today on Celebration Television News Desk. Have a nice day.
to 15.7 trillion naira at the end of December 2019.
Senior